Oh, didn't see you there. My name is Abner Smith, and I'm a communication analyst and expert. My field of communication is uncertainty reduction theory. This is a theory developed in 1975 by Richard Calabrese and Charles Berger. This theory basically states that the more we get to know someone, the more we like them, and the more that is uncertain about this person, the less we like them. Let me introduce you to my friend Logan, who has a story about uncertainty reduction theory. Come on in, Logan.
Hello, Mr. Abner.
Hey, call me Abby.
Oh, hello, Abby.
So, I hear that you have a story to tell about this uncertainty reduction theory.
Yes. When I think about uncertainty reduction theory, I think about the first time I ever met Dr. Golston.
Let's go back and watch Logan's interaction with Dr. Golson.
Dr. Golston, right?
Yes, who are you?
Hi, I'm Logan. I'm the prospective student who was supposed to meet with you.
Cool, well I'm, like you said, I'm Dr. Golson. I teach a lot of the classes around here, some of the systematic classes, hermeneutics. I also have really big chests, as you can see. I am also the Vice President of Church Relations. So what brought you here today?
I just had some questions, like, what classes do you teach?
Yeah, let me be your words. I mean, hermeneutics, then women in ministry, systematic. Well, I'm glad I got to meet you today. You're going to be a great asset for this program.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yep.
Who is Dr. Golson?
Well, some of the students call him Dr. Swolson,
Oh.
and for a good reason. He's an intimidating fellow.
So that's Dr. Golson?
Yeah, he was pretty intimidating, man.
That's the guy?
Yeah.
The muscular guy that was
Yeah.
intimidated? Swolson?
Yeah. Well, I don't think Swolson is enough to describe him.
Well, from what I saw, he didn't have enough muscle. That's the Marine's Marine.
Yeah,
That's
the
Toxie Brett
Marine's Marine.
Swolson.
Yeah, the preacher's preacher.
The preacher's preacher. The guy whose
preacher.
favorite flavor of crayon is yellow.
Yes,
That's him?
yes.
Okay. If he
He told
intimidated you.
He told me he was going to be my worst nightmare.
Okay. How important is Dr. Golson in your life?
I would say he's important.
Okay. What is his role in your life right now?
Sort of a counselor, teacher. He's my boss.
Okay. So when you first met him, what were your feelings about him?
I was a bit intimidated. He's a
Intimidated.
pretty strong,
Right.
fellow.
And you really didn't know much about him.
Yeah,
And that can be scary.
it can
right?
be scary. It was scary.
It was scary. And so, in my expertise, what I find the best way to deal with uncertain situations, meeting people for the first time, is self-disclosure. Let them know who you are, why you're there, and what they can do for you and what you can do for them. Okay? So when we do these things, we begin a relationship with them. We get closer to them. We become more intimate with that person, and we begin to like them more and develop a close relationship. So how would this look like? How was your relationship with Dr. Golson developed since this initial encounter?
I would say the more I worked with him, the less scared I got of him. The more I learned. He's just a normal dude too, just an average Joe.
Remember, professors are people too. I remember when I first met Dr. Knight. I took his class, and I looked at him and I said, wow, he looks like a guy who wears his wife's cardigans.
Yikes!
But then, as I got to know him more, I learned he knows what he's talking about, sometimes. And he's really funny, sometimes. And so as I began to enter into a relationship with Dr. Knight, I began to like him because I was more certain about him.
I would say the more certain I got about Dr. Golson, I started to appreciate him all the more.
When you enter into a relationship with someone and you can find out what they can do for you and become familiar with them, you realize that they can help you in a lot of ways. Dr. Golson and Dr. Knight, I believe, have changed students' lives that we can carry for the better. Remember, everyone at home, when we meet someone for the first time, it can be scary, but we need to get past that initial scaredness and disclose who we are, the things about ourselves, because when we think about it, the other people that we're uncertain about are also uncertain about us. And so at the same time, when we disclose, they also can disclose information about themselves, and you enter into a relationship, become more certain about each other, and help each other out, and just be good humans to each other, good communicators. So thank you for listening. I've been Abby Smith, and tune in next time when we solve more communication problems and issues.